Hello everyone, it is JERI, also known as JERI, and I am back with another video. Today we are going to be recreating this gorgeous look on Young Miami for the Flued Out music video. I saw it and I had to do it, so I did. First things first, go follow my gorgeous model on Instagram. That's always #1 because she allowed me to create this gorgeous look on her. Just look how good it turned out, guys. I knew I had to recreate this look. Most of my clients like soft glams, and so do I. But it was really nice to do something dramatic for a change and something that required me to be a little bit more artistic. As soon as I posted the makeup, I had got a DM from the MUA, Miss Latrice herself, who did the original look, telling me that I killed it, I did a great job, and that made me so happy. Literally so happy. Because if she likes it, then I know my work is celebrity MUA approved. But let's get started with the brows, okay? So I'm using the Essence Brow Pencil, and they sell it at Ulta, and every time that I go there, I grab a bunch of them, okay? The color I'm using is dark brown, and it's really inexpensive. Now I'm going in with concealer. I like to place it on the lid and then, let it sit because it becomes a little bit more tacky. Spreading it out a little bit over the lid will help with that process as well. So while my concealer is drying, I'm grabbing my Duo Lash Glue, but it's not for the lashes, it's for the eyebrows. I'm putting a little bit of glue on the bottom edge so that I can get a sharp eyebrow, and this is a great tool if you have a client with naturally thick eyebrows, or sometimes you have a client that just doesn't have their eyebrows groomed. So with this glue, you'll be able to give them clean and sharp makeup. The most important thing is that you press it down. I'm using a lipstick wand, but you can use a makeup brush. Just make sure that it is pressed down, or you would have did this for nothing. You have to press it down. Once everything is dry, you can go ahead and grab your concealer brush and carve out the brows. It's actually really satisfying watching the brows come together. I love watching little brow tutorials on TikTok and Instagram. It's just very satisfying. It's my favorite thing to watch when I go back and edit. Tell me that's not satisfying. So now I'm going in with this Morphe brush that I talk about way too much to not be sponsored, but I cannot lie, this brush is amazing. It helps pack concealer down so that the eyeshadow is perfect. Now I'm going to speed up this process, but you should spend about a minute blending everything. And don't forget to get in between the brows. So now that everything is perfect, it's time for shadow. And I am going in with this wonderful palette, okay? It is the Jaclyn Hill palette, the OG one. And it is amazing for all complexions, okay? If you know, you know. Now I want you guys to pay attention to the hand movements that I'm making. I'm putting the product on by patting, and then I'm going in and blending. Again, pat on product, then blend. Now this is just a transition shade, so I'm not trying to make it super pigmented. In fact, the goal is more subtle than anything. So blend, blend, blend. So this is the picture that I was using for reference. It's kind of hard to see on the iPad, so I'm going to go ahead and just insert a little picture in the bottom corner so you can see the look that I was watching. Once I map out the shape that I'm going with eyeliner, I go ahead and start my wing. Now this was kind of nerve-wracking because I have never done graphic eyeliner in this magnitude before, but it turned out wonderful. And the only thing that I would emphasize with doing looks like this is that you want to make sure that your hands are steady and precise. And if you can do that, then you will be good, sis. Or I shouldn't say sis, because guys can do this too. So I guess sis and bro, or bro and sis. Well, you'll be good, boo. Boo was good. And this is in real time, so you can see exactly how slow I was going. But you'll see how clean I got that. Do you see how clean I got that? That's really clean. Now I'm taking my time and thickening up the lines.
You're really talented because I don't know how you just did this, but I know you be there.
The second eye was so much easier. And also, I'm not worried about how clean the lines are on the inside of her eye. I'm only worried about the outside lines, because later we're actually going to go and cover up the inside with concealer. And here is that concealer that I was just talking about. I'm using the same precision brush that I used for the eyebrows, and I'm going in slowly to make sure that I have really clean lines for this look. And just FYI, if you can do a cut crease, you can do this. And while you guys are at it, since you've been in the video this far, you might as well scroll up and click the like button and turn on your post notifications, because I appreciate it so much and it helps out my channel. Thank you. Back to the video. So the next step is glue. And just like with the concealer, you want to be very clean. You have to get glue everywhere that glitter will go, so you're covering the entire white space. Now I'm going in with glitter, and I'm trying to be as detailed as possible. Now for this look, I'm using two types of glitter. Fine glitter, and then once I cover it with fine glitter, we're going to use chunky glitter. And personally, I really love glitter looks, but glitter can be extremely messy and it's hard to get rid of it. So take your time, especially with the outer edge, and you can speed up a little bit when you're filling in the lid. You can just sort of slap the glitter on, but try not to get too much on their face because it's hard to completely remove. So the reason we use two glitters is because fine glitter will cover the base and chunky glitter will add dimension. And also, filling in glitter is just as satisfying as the concealer. Watching it all come together is starting to look a little nice. Once the eye is filled in completely with glitter so that you don't see any more concealer, then you can move on to doing the chunky glitter. This is going to give us texture. And when I watched the music video, originally I could tell her eyes had a lot of dimension. I could tell she had two types of glitter, maybe even some gems on her lid. You can just tell. It helps the eye pop. So once I'm happy with how much glitter she has on, clean it up, we can move on to foundation. Now, the white stuff that you see on her face, that's Milk of Magnesia. And I use it to help keep the oils from getting into the makeup. It helps the makeup last all day. Now, the foundation that I'm using is from NYX, and it is their Born to Glow foundation. And you will see how flawless this foundation looks at the end of this video. I think my favorite part about this foundation is it does not take a lot to get full coverage. One little pump, one little amount, and the whole face is covered. Don't forget to carve out the top of your brows. You can use the same foundation shade or you can go a little bit lighter. I'm going a little bit lighter. And keep in mind, if your client has lace, you want to make sure that you're not getting any makeup on it. You want to keep makeup away from their baby hairs. So sometimes you're going to have to maneuver your brush, your hand position to make sure that that does not happen. It's starting to look a little good, you guys. It's starting to look like something. But now it's time for concealer. I'm brightening up her under eye. This is the e.l.f. brand, and it's my favorite right now. I use it on everybody. I like to go in with two shades, so you guys are gonna see in a second. I use this creamy beige to brighten, and then for the inner corner, I'm gonna use a really light shade as well. Concealer goes on the upper lip as well as the chin. She has a really small forehead, so I'm not gonna highlight her forehead. Now, this is another brush that I believe y'all should go out and buy right now. It's by Real Techniques, and again, it's at Ulta or you can get it online. And yes, I swear by it. It helps me blend out my concealer flawlessly and most importantly, fast. Fast, 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 fast. And make sure you guys see that lighter concealer color that I put right in her upper corner. And of course, blending is super important. I sped up some parts of this process because I take a lot of time to blend. It's the one thing that I continuously do from start to finish. And personally, I feel like you can tell when a makeup artist takes their time with blending and when they don't. So my advice to you, take your time, switch your brushes, do what you have to do to get perfection, because it is a dead giveaway of your skill when you don't. So once I'm done with concealer, I'm going to gently press in a powder to set everything, and then we can move on to sculpting her face. I am using a light gray underneath her eyes, and this is to complete the bottom half of the makeup look, and this will be the base for where we apply our rhinestones. And I'm using a really small liner brush so that I can keep control of the weight of the line under her eye. And this is what I mean when I say precision is important with this look, because this entire glam has been about keeping the lines clean and keeping things neat. I'm adding a little bit of black in her waterline for contrast. And then after that, I'm gonna go underneath her waterline with lash glue. And after that gets a little tacky, we can go ahead and pop on her gems. And just a little FYI, I try my hardest to move slow underneath the eye because it is an extremely delicate area. And with just one wrong move, your client could be in pain. So slow and steady is key to under the eyes. And if you're wondering where you can get gems like this to put on your client's face, I would recommend going to a Michael's or a arts craft store near you. You can also get them online, but I find that it's less expensive to get them in a store. And they can sell them in bulk as well. I got mine in bulk. So now I'm spraying her face with some setting spray from Morphe. I like to use setting spray because it helps melt all of the powder and foundation into a nice consistency of skin. And y'all peep the brush that I'm using. I use this brush for everything. So I decided to go light on her eyelashes because I really felt like this look did not need dramatic lashes, and I wanted still to be able to see the eye look through the lashes. And she's starting to come together. We are almost done. Last couple steps that really tied together makeup, the lips. So for her lips, I used a really soft pink, and this is kind of similar to what Young Miami had in the video. Kind of not. I kind of went my own way with the lips, but in my opinion, it looked really good. And no, we're not just gonna leave it like that. We're gonna line it. I'm using a really dark brown lipstick to line her lips. I like to line my lips at the end after I apply my lipstick when I want a defined line. If I want a really blended line, I'll do liner first. So keep that in mind. Depending on the look you want, that's how you should order the application of your lipsticks. I'm blending out her liner just a little bit, and this will prep us perfectly for lip gloss. Just look at the difference liner makes. Liner makes all the difference. Stop playing. And now we are on the very last step. I like to ask my clients to smile so I can see exactly on their cheeks where I want to apply highlight. You want to apply it on the top of their cheeks, the tip of their nose, really help them look luminous. And then to top it off, you also want to give them a little bit right on their Cupid's bow on the top of their lip. It helps just bring pop to it, make it really cute. The nose as well. And you know what, guys? Say goodbye because we are done. But don't forget to watch the reveal. Thank you guys for watching this video. I had so much fun doing this look. I want to continue to do more recreation videos. So if there's any makeup looks that you guys want me to redo or, recreate, please let me know down below.